Oh, Lord.
What's going on, family? Listen, we in the building today, y'all. I'm super excited. Listen to our Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, social media world. Listen to the podcast listeners. We are in the building today, y'all, and I am super excited. I'm a little nervous. Y'all know your girl don't get nervous like that, but I'm nervous, y'all. I got my babies in the building. Woo, 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 woo. Listen, I got my girl Shanika and Tanika in the building on today, along with my sis Katrice J. Listen, welcome to Real Talk with Shenita, with her story with Katrice.
Catrice.
Katrice J. Y'all, listen. To my right, I have my daughter Shanika Scott, the oldest out the bunch. To the other side of her, I have my other daughter, Tanika Scott, the baby of the twins, y'all. We're gonna talk about that because they say, how can we be twins and one older than the other one? They 19 minutes, y'all. Blame it on the 19 minutes that Tanika and Shanika. Shanika is older than Tanika, y'all. But listen, y'all, today, man, we super excited, y'all. Y'all know Real Talk with Shenita, her story, his story with Katrice. We come uncut, raw, and real, y'all. We talk about things that other people don't talk about, y'all. I'm feeling like Oprah over here today with my girl Gail. We on the talk show. We got our brother, none other than Fonte Lyles in the building, y'all. This would not be happening if it was not for Lyles Media Group and Entertainment. Come on, let's give it up for my brother, y'all. We almost coming in on our 1 year anniversary up in the studio, y'all. January, yes. January will be our 1 year anniversary being in the studio, y'all. But today, let's dig in, let's dive in and talk about these twins, man. Woo! Sis, you got anything you want to say before we go in and ask some questions? And, from then to now, what it was like growing up with Shenita, them Scott girls, man. Them Scott girls ain't no joke, man. Come on, listen, sis. I'm excited though, y'all, because this is a dream come true. Like I spoke this thing out my mouth to my kids many, many years ago when I said that we would be on platforms together. I said that we would be on stages together. We've been on stages. Now we sitting doing our own talk show together. Listen, y'all stay tuned. I don't know what we going to call it, but them Scott Girls YouTube page, TikTok channel, it's coming, y'all, because we got some bloopers. Woo! Do we? We'll keep y'all rolling, y'all, for real, for real. But sis Katrice, is there anything you would like to say before we get started, or questioning us and all that good stuff? Well, I'm gonna put it over there to you.
I have no questions or comments at this time.
She's just here for more support, y'all.
Yes.
Appreciate that. We definitely appreciate it.
So let's get started. I know that you guys are twins, right? And I'll talk individually, and then we can talk together, right? So I first want to say Shanika Dashe Scott. Shouts out to Aunt Gloria Aviet, y'all. She named my girls. Aunt Gloria, if you out there listening, shouts out to you. Shouts out to Diane. Scott, Diane Avent Scott, my mom, y'all. She helped me with these babies. It was November 7, 1994 when I had these girls. And my mom has been right there ever since. I was a young teenager at the age of 16 when I had them, still in school. Didn't know what I was going to do. All I know when I got pregnant and my mom finally found out that I was pregnant, the one thing she said was, you're going to finish school and you're going to have that baby. That baby turned into two babies. That baby turned into two babies. And so let's talk to baby A real quick.
Okay.
Because that was baby A and baby B, y'all. So baby A, Shanika Dashe Scott. If I could just give a rundown of who you are and what you are. You are a mother of two beautiful daughters. You are the first out of the Scott family, immediate Scott family, to go and get your bachelor's degree. Woo, woo, woo. Finished a 4-year college. You went and got your master's degree. Yes. Woo, 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 woo. When I say the first, because my brother, he went to college, but he did not finish the 4-year college. And I ain't gonna knock myself because I finished, right? But I did community college. But I'm talking about actually going through the process. So, we give you kudos for that. I thank God, because when I look up, I'm like, y'all, and I'm trying to talk in one person because I'm always talking to two people when I talk to them, right? Because but you made a mark, and you set a tone for the family, not only for me myself, but for your sisters. You know what I'm saying? And now your nieces, and your kids.
Right.
So just saying that, and now being able to work in your career field.
Mm-hmm.
And now still working in your career field, and now still in school. Let me tell y'all something. I told these girls, I said, in your 20s,
Yep.
in your 20s. Because what I realized in my 20s, I grind hard. I was in those streets. I had all the money I could want possibly have, and they knew it. Like, they was like, up until 8th grade, them jokers ain't worried about no nothing. 8th grade came and said, skirt. Let me change your life. We're going to talk about 8th grade, too, because we're going to share that part.
Mm-hmm.
But, Shanika, if I could just talk from a standpoint of where you are now,
Yes.
and just to take a glimpse back of where you was then,
Mm-hmm.
to what you can remember. I just want to say again, like, I appreciate you for who you are. I thank you for going through life with me. Like, you didn't really have no other choice, right? You could have got rid of me. I could have got rid of you. We just couldn't get rid of each other, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But from a daughter's standpoint, we'll talk about that, and then we'll go back and talk about from a mother's standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
But from a daughter's standpoint of where you are now to where you came from, what would you tell the people? If you can go back, right,
Yeah.
and take just a glimpse back over your life, what would you tell the people that you would do different, change different, or stay the same?
Right. Good question. Good question. So, what I would do differently, be quite honest, up until like when I got to high school, especially I would have done a lot of things differently. But the number one thing that I always revert back to is when it was time for us to decide where we wanted to go college wise. And we were always, grew up to always stick together. That's what we didn't stop sharing rooms until we got to high school. So this, this is my ace book. Like,
Yeah,
we're gonna stay together. However, what people don't realize is twins. We have our own personalities. We don't do everything together, and I think we were coming into that point where, especially she ended up, getting pregnant and things, and I had different plans. I'm pretty sure she wanted to stay around, and then she switched over to wanting to go to college, but I wanted to actually go to college, but go far away. I did not want to stay in the state of North Carolina, so, I was applying in New Jersey. I applied to Rutgers. I applied to college in Brooklyn, New York, got accepted there, Long Island University on the Brooklyn campus. Actually toured it and loved it. And then I was looking into Howard. That was like my go-to. Anybody knows, like my uncle, or on our granddaddy's side, they're from Southeast DC. So grew up listening to go-go music, traveled out all the time during the summer. And I wanted to go to Howard because I wanted to branch out and actually learn who I was and not Tin Shan. That's what my little cousin used to call us, Kayla. Shout out to you, girl. But she couldn't say our names separately, so she'll say Tin Shan. And growing up, that's all you would, there's the twins, Tin and Shan. It was never, Shan or Tan, because nobody could tell us apart. Supposedly. I didn't think we looked alike when we were younger. But, I wanted to just branch out for myself, get to know Shan better, get to know, what I could do differently. And so Howard was my first choice, and I didn't get to go to Howard because my mom was so adamant about us sticking together. So we went to Winston-Salem State University together. And what kind of helped me branch out, if that didn't happen, I don't think I would actually be who I am today, where we stayed together for our freshman year, and then Tan decided to go back home. And that was a tough time for me because I went back to Winston my sophomore year, and a lot of things transpired to where I had to learn to do things by myself. That was my testing time to learn me, to learn what works for me, not having my support person next to me where I can just talk about things. I had to branch out, get to know other people, network and such. And so growing up, I wish we would have learned how to do things on our own from the beginning. Because I struggled a lot in college. Work came easy to me, but that social part of it, I didn't know how to be social. I was like a hermit crab. I kind of still am at 31, but I was like a hermit crab. Like, I didn't really branch out to other people till like my junior, senior year, and I'm done with college at this point. It was like, I waited so late, but I wish at that part where we learned how to maneuver without each other at an early age, because I think it would have helped me again along the way to where I wouldn't miss so many opportunities. I feel like as well, like trying to be more engaged on campus, because there's I wanted to pledge, being a sorority. I was too scared because I didn't have my sister next to me. I did ROTC for a while, but she was there with me, and then I stopped because I didn't have her. So leaning on each other and not having her was hard. And then eventually, after college, I realized, in my undergrad, like, okay, I can do this by myself. Was it difficult to get through? Yes, but then I realized you have a life outside of your sister. And that's when I would travel. I did a lot of traveling, and then I ended up going to Texas. And that was so crazy to me because that was like a spirit of moment. I'm not going to lie. Like, it was like, okay, try something different. Go to Texas, stay for a year or so. Didn't realize how much I miss my sister. Literally, I'm crying like, I want you to come move here. This is in the third. Not realizing, baby, you decided to go 18 hours. They didn't tell you to go nowhere.
I was not for it.
Okay, you going to you going into
Moving
to
Too
okay,
fast.
too fast. You going into the mama
Oh,
mode.
mama. Yeah. Okay. So let me.
That was at the door
How
tomorrow.
she said really back.
Really
then.
on back in. Really did.
But as a daughter, yeah, I wish we would have been taught to do things separately at an early age. You always been the type where you would, I'm the oldest. Is with your health, I was the first to know. I was the first. You sat down. We talked about the hard conversations that I feel like Black communities have a hard time talking about. Death. What's going to happen next? How you're going to help prepare those things. How to sit down.
How old was you when I told you this?
I was 10, y'all.
No, you was 8.
No, 10.
8.
8. Oh,
Yeah.
That's when you had. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Way younger. Yeah. Well, that when we was at grandma's house, and that time you had. So my mom, I remember this scene. That's why I feel like I grew up a little older than 10 did, and then of course, Naya came along. That was my baby. Yeah, I helped. As far as like changing her. Like I feel like she was my responsible as the older daughter. But I remember vividly. My mom was there because she was sick, so we stayed with my grandma. Well, we stayed with my grandma for long as I can remember, but at this point, my mom was really sick. We had found out about lupus, and she had these lesions on her back, and she could not move, she could not get up, and that was my first time ever seeing, like, blood and having to change her, pad thingies on her back, and I'm just like, wow, this is real, and I guess at that age, yeah, at 8, like, we had that conversation. I hated having that conversation with her. I still do to this day. However...
I'm gonna keep saying it.
Yes,
because I'm preparing them.
She really is. But that was a time where I had to, grow up, literally. And because I feel like I had to take on that, can we be real, be real about it? I feel like I missed out a lot in my growing up stage where my mom, she gave a lot of her time to Tina and Naya. But because she felt like I was okay, I was the strong one. I feel like there's somewhere in the dynamics in the Black household, there's that oldest daughter who takes on that responsibility because, hey, you're the oldest. They think you're stronger. Some stuff you can take better than your other siblings. And, yeah, that image sticks with me to this day because it was like a turning stage. Like, my mom, she was very jokey, like, growing up, she was fun. Literally, she had this Mustang, had a convertible. We was going to Brassville. This was when Brassville Elementary. She would come pick us up from school. We had to drop the top.
Got
like
the
she
phone
was so
in the car.
Yes,
Like.
she was so fun. And like even we stayed in Brook Valley at the time. That was fun too. Like she would play teachers with us and everything. Like she was really fun. But that turning point was like, oh, that's not mommy no more. Like she's sick. Like, okay, and think about it. 8 years old, you're having to change your mindset about how things are about to turn. You're just not the same mom you can go to and she'll tickle you, give you a hug type of thing. She's like, she can't do nothing at this point. Like, and it's something that she had to, kind of understand herself because that was new for her. So yeah, I feel like growing up, I took on a lot of things, and it turned me into growing. Oh, when we get to the mother stage, where I'm like,
let your sister speak.
I can do. You right. I'm talking for a minute.
I'm glad though, y'all, because guess
No,
what?
'cause like she
don't
kind of
talk.
like she doesn't, and we had that conversation coming up here. She's like, "Tan, you open, but I ain't no open book." So I'm glad. I'm proud of you.
But I told you this was like a
Yes.
challenge. Yeah, I look at it as a challenge.
But you done broke them barriers.
It's
like,
not a challenge. I look at it as you're freeing yourself.
Yes.
When I'm sitting here looking at you talking, because we've discussed
proud.
a lot of these things. And one thing about me, it's crazy how God set this thing up. Because this morning I was talking to the parents when I was speaking some stuff. But it's crazy because when we understand where we are, then we can know whose we are, right? And so I'm looking at you and I'm like, yeah, God, and you're looking at me, so I'm okay with what you share because I've already done shared it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, I'm okay with what you share because now I know, like, sitting back because we've had these conversations and some stuff you might say now, like, hey, but I know you was uncomfortable. I know you was in those places, and I had to admit and apologize plenty of times to say, hey, you know what? I'm sorry I put you in that place because I didn't know. I didn't know what it felt like, but all I wanted to do was prepare y'all. At the age of 8, which something that I knew my aunt was trying to prepare my mom when she passed. My mom wasn't ready to hear that. So I learned from that. It's like, no, I'm going to prepare my kids because I might not be here one day. You know what I'm saying? And I want them to know, even at an early age, like, hey, this is what I need y'all to do. You know what I'm saying? Right. And when I look back now, yeah, I didn't want you to cut your life off for that. But, you know, sometimes we get stuff embedded in us and we do just that.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I'm super proud of you. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna come back to you because I gotta get the baby B, y'all. Baby B, what's up, LA? What's up, baby? We in the building. What's goody good? What's up, baby B? You on the real talk with Shenita, her story with Katrice J. How you feeling today, girl?
I feel good. I really feel good.
You look good. You look good. You and your sister, like, look at y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, baby B, you know, life kind of took a stance for you. You know, baby B, you came out 19 minutes. Like, y'all, let me tell y'all about baby B. So, first of all, these twins, right? They were premature. I think my mom posted the other day, premature babies. Like, 31 years old later, right? They were premature babies. I had them November the 7th. Wasn't supposed to have them till January. I had them November the 7th, 1994. Wasn't supposed to have them till January 10th, 1995. So they were born like 2 months early. They was born at 7 months. Baby A wore 3 pounds. 3 pounds 11 ounces. Yeah. Baby B wore 3 pounds 6 ounces. Well, baby B decided that, you know, she wanted to come. No, baby A came out first. Let me get my mind right. She came out first. I had her at a natural birth, so I had 2 in 1, y'all. Y'all know I'm God already be like he give his battles to his toughest soldiers. I had this girl first, had her natural. Then baby B want to come around, y'all, and her feet want to come out first. And she was trying to be a breech baby, but they went in and they said they had to help her do emergency section. They went in and changed her around. Oh, she didn't know she was a breech baby.
I didn't know I was a breech baby. Look, Grandma used to say she ate all.
Shouts out to Dr. Williams Wooten out of Tarboro. Dr. Ada Williams Wooten out of Tarboro. She's retired now, but she was a pediatrician there. She stopped and she just blew breath back into you. And so, you know what I'm saying? When I think about that, I'm just grateful that you're here on today.
Grateful too.
Not only that, y'all, they stayed in the hospital a month and a half. Imagine being 16 years old, pregnant with twins, and then you got to leave them at the hospital. Every day my mom would drive me back to the hospital to go visit my kids. Shouts out to the twins, Lakeithia Jones and Sakithia Jones from Mobile City. MCP, stand up, baby. Listen, y'all. Them girls came to my mom's house and they came. We had a little cruise in the bedroom in the trailer park. Y'all, listen, we had that 3-bedroom trailer, but we made it work, right? And they came and they thought they was going to see my babies. My babies didn't come home till a month later, but shouts out to Lakeithia, Sakithia, to my cousin Letitia Dunston and my cousin Jeanette Odin, y'all. They made sure I got my homework. Boo Boo, rest in peace, rest in heaven, Melvin Bandy, my baby daddy, rest in heaven. Look, his family, the Bandys, y'all. Shouts out to Bandy family, y'all, and the Scott family and the Avent family, y'all, because they made it work for my kids, right? Oh, TT Brown, y'all. Shouts out to Tanika Brown. She kept my kids the first 3 months when I went back to school in January. Y'all, I had to get all that out the way. But baby B, you had a challenge coming into the world, right?
Yeah.
And it was a prophecy that I got back in July 2010. Shouts out to Pastor Juanita Phillips, Overseer Juanita William Phillips from Tabernacle of Deliverance Church. It was on that day I got that prophecy. It said that you would go through things early on in life, and then she would go through things later on in life, but you all would be preachers, pastors, ministers, even down to the baby girl. But I recall from then to now, we want to talk about from a mother's standpoint. I got to go back because it was your high school years. Like I said, y'all, them growing up, she said I played school with them. We did what we did, y'all. My kids, they were sharp. They was whatever. 19 years old, BMW cars, houses, land, doing the do. We did it all. Like they was in the real. What's that movie? That we used to watch all the time. Paid in full, baby.
Yes, I'm telling you, she used to put us on to all those. I Paid in Full was my favorite. Like that was us.
We used to live the paid in full life, right? But it came to a skirt in the 8th grade year, right? But 7th grade year came to a skirt. But it's all good because I wouldn't be right where I am today.
Yeah.
But middle school basketball, AAU, I'm talking about both of them now. From 3rd grade, they started playing basketball at the Inglewood Baptist Church. Then middle school basketball, I didn't know them jokers could play like they could play. I think your first game, you dropped like 21 points.
Yeah.
Tanika,
they had to stop me.
at the high school, in the middle school at Phillips. Y'all started playing with AAU with the Rocky Mount Lady Raptors. Shouts out to Officer Hudgens, Officer Darius Hudgens, and Coach Corey Mercer. Shouts out to them. They did the AAU, y'all, and that was middle school. So middle school came, Mama got a little time. We're gonna go back to that, y'all. Mama got locked up for 2 hours. All right, most devastating time of my kids' life, and I'm gonna let them share on that. Yeah. But I'm trying to get to you to high school. Your senior year in high school.
Oh man.
So Tanika, y'all, a mother of two. My first granddaughter, Lauren, she just turned 13 years old, y'all. She's a teenager. Yes. Shouts out to my mini-me pastor. She's 8 years old. She's 7. She about to be 8, Lily. But 2 babies, but you had one your senior year of high school. Y'all, she challenged. I don't care. I told him, I said, in your 20s, get everything you can, all your education. Go ahead on and get it. And them jokers did it though. They did it. I don't know how long she was in school, but
I was in there for a minute.
She got her bachelor's, her master's, and now you're working on another
bachelor's degree.
Another bachelor's degree. Come on, y'all. Shouts out. I'm talking about making history, y'all. And so, but it was a challenge getting there.
Yeah, it was.
So from then to now, your sister shared what she shared. But in so many words, you got more of your mother than what she got.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
So she says it a lot that Mama poured into me more, and I'm gonna go from my high school because that's where really I felt like the challenges really came. Like my life kind of came to a halt. I couldn't enjoy like other kids at that time as a teenager. But I needed Mama more than anything because I found out I was pregnant. I was so in denial. Like, I ain't pregnant. Like, everybody telling me, y'all, I ain't pregnant. But when
Can I say something?
Yeah.
So, listen, y'all. These jokers went to the prom, right?
What?
Because I want parents to know. Like, we know. I ain't going to go all into detail, but you know as a parent when your kids doing the do, okay?
Yeah.
All right? Come on. People want to keep that real. She's about to, yeah. I'm telling Katrice looking at me like, sis, I can't speak on it.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
Brother, can I speak on this real talk, right?
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Come on, this thing juicy. You got to
ahead.
know. Like, if you know your kids, listen, y'all, I knew the day, the time. Listen, this joker done went to the prom, right? Her first prom. Come back, she done left and came back, boy. Evidence was all over her, right? But so I, as a mother, right, because I had my kids at 16, they laughing, right? I, as a mother, I took these jokers to the doctor's office, and I'm telling them, they about to get on birth control because y'all ain't about to have no kids on my watch, right? These jokers up there, they bribe the doctor, y'all. We ain't doing nothing. I knew they were doing something. She sneaky. She was about, I knew like she was sneaky. Like you parents, just watch for the evidence, okay? God told me today, don't tamper with the evidence, okay? But watch for the evidence. But I knew, right? And I wasn't in denial, but I was trying to give them a chance, right? But even in today, I could say I'm glad I didn't even, because I went in, my first grand, she taught me how to love my kids, y'all. My first granddaughter, I love my girls. I love them, right? But life happened and changed when I got sick. But Lauren taught me really what true love was. So, although they bribed the doctor not to put them on birth control that year, right? But you best believe your bottom dollar, after she got pregnant, they both went on birth control. But I had to share that. Go ahead. I had to share that moment. Don't be embarrassed.
Oh, I'm just keeping it raw, huh?
It's like this.
No, it is because I was trying to find myself, I'm pregnant. I felt like I let a lot of people down. My grandma, my mom, my uncle, my aunts. Like I just felt like I let them down. So she was the last person that knew I got pregnant. And I remember going in the house, I thought she was going to smack the crap out of me. I really did. But she sat on that floor with me, and I cried like a baby. And I think she understood where I was coming from because she went through it. And so she understood where I was coming from. And she gave every bit of her. But I was I was mad at myself that to a point where I was just rebuttal to a lot of people. Like, I stayed in my room, dark. Like, I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to do nothing. I was so mean. I would go back to school. They were like, man, Tan mean. I don't want to talk. Like, that was just, I was dealing with my own stuff. And so me and my mom kind of got close. We did. And then she did kind of put on saying, like, I wanted to go to college. I thought I wasn't going to let this stop me. I was going to go to college, do what I needed to do. And I got accepted to Seven State. I didn't apply for too many colleges because I just like, I don't want to go too far away from my kid. And Mama, she said, give me 5 years. You take them 5 years, get yourself together, go to college, make something of yourself. And I got you with Lauren. And I thought I was doing that. So I got accepted to college, went to Salem my freshman year. And it was challenges because I'm thinking I'm about to create this family. I'm being real. I was like, this is my family. I got a baby. This is my boyfriend at the time. He gonna come up my freshman year. We're gonna get an apartment. I still have my job. I'm gonna transfer my job. I was working at Food Line then. Transfer my job over. I'm gonna get my car. Just thinking that was just how I felt at that time. I got my sister, got my support team, whatever. We're gonna do this. And then it's just like challenge after challenge. Like every weekend I was probably trying to get home to my kid. But I was crying. I was calling my mama like, Mama, I can't do this. I can't do this. And she got me through my freshman year, and my twins. She got me through my freshman year. Dean's List, everything's great. It's just the fact that I was still trying to figure out being a mother, trying to balance life. And I didn't go to no parties. I probably went to 1 or 2 kickbacks. That's it. And that wasn't even my cup of tea then. Like, I never went to the club, nothing like that, but I was still trying to figure out life. Yeah, she did.
I said your mama club enough.
But like, I never experienced that college life. Like, I was there, but I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? And I just like, I needed to get in my books because I want to make something of myself and make sure my kid don't follow the same footsteps I did. And then I called my mama. I didn't even, was it the next year? Yeah. Called mama. Mom, I want to come home. I don't want to do this again. Like, I can't do it. So she told me, come on home. And that's when I felt like you was getting the lupus started getting a little worse. And I said, I don't want nobody taking care of my child. I don't want to make that responsibility on her or anybody else that was helping. And I came home, worked 2 jobs, and I probably did my majors like 3 times. I was going to be a medical assistant. I was going to be a nursing. And then I stuck to it. I was like, you know what, let me do human resources. Like, that's what I love to do. Let me get in that broader field. And came home, got myself together, and that's when I applied at Nash Correctional. Shout out to Vivian Brake and Brian Pulley, rest in peace. They were my mentors. And once I got to Nash Correctional working in human resources, it's like my career just, I still got more to do, but it was just, I had the right people around me. I won't stand when I came back home. No, I ain't never went to the club. Then in college, don't call me, no nothing. It was strictly my kid, me and Lauren at that time. And my mom tried her best. Go out, have a good time. No, Mom, I got a mission. I knew what I wanted to do, and I stuck to the plan. And that's how it was. That I was just tunnel vision. Don't get me wrong. I made some choices where, you know, I wanted to stay. I did have a time where I wanted to stay out beyond what I was supposed to, but I made sure mommy duties was done first. But, you know, I kind of slipped up sometimes. But, hey, you know, when you're a young mom and you're trying to navigate life and trying to figure out and balance everything, it takes a toll. It's hard when you just trying to do the right thing and just trying to make everybody proud. But I was also mad at myself. I didn't forgive myself for a long time. It probably like my late 20s. That's when I started like, you know what? It happened, but you doing what you're supposed to do, you know? And I try now to just correct every mistake so my child, like teenage, I'm on it. Like, we going to have that dynamic. We going to have that relationship. Because I don't lie, I felt like mama was giving all her time to other kids. Like, she would sub. Y'all used to hate it. We'll walk out during classroom.
Oh, your mama.
Where your mama? Oh, she made us cry today. Like, because she was, yes, because they would have those conversations in class. And they maybe needed it at the time. But it's like, all right, Mom, we over here too. Like, we dealing with stuff too, but grandma was always right there too. Mm-hmm. And grandma, when we needed to talk to grandma, mama may have not been available. She had to do, you know, grandma was there, but at the same time, I wanted my mama, you know, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, I would say, yeah, I love it. I do. We may not agree on a lot of things, but you keep it raw, and I'll be like the next day, you probably made me mad when we first talked, but like, Mama, you right. Mm-hmm. Thank you. You know, I needed that.
Yeah. I learned to make them mad in a good way now, so they have to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? But they auntie over there, she always just gonna be like, I've been trying, y'all, because honestly, can I truly say it was me and Katrice in 2014, 15, and I would see her interact with her kids, and I would be like, I'm gonna have that one day with my girls. And I always tell her that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm always, listen, y'all, anything I do or have done, it's off the back of I Am Ruth, off the back of Pastor Teresa, off the back of Juanita Phillips, off the back of my mom, my grandmother. Shouts out to anything I do. This book stuff and all this. And I got to put this plug out here, y'all, for real. This book stuff, all this other stuff that you see me doing, like this stuff that we talked about years ago, but it was sitting down chopping it up with Katrice Johnson. I want to put her name out here to the world. Katrice Johnson. No, because everybody don't give you your credit. And I get real rah with that. You know what I'm saying? But it's the reason with Katrice why I'm able to be in a place with my kids, because I can look at my mom, but me and her be in our way. I can look at other people, but seeing a genuine woman, we weren't friends in high school. We didn't know each other, know nothing. But I feel like when God took LaQuanta, shouts out to my girl LaQuanta, she up in heaven, like I wish she was here with me today, right? But when God took LaQuanta in 2013, he knew that he was going to bring a Katrice my way. You know what I'm saying? And so LaQuanta was my best friend. Like, we never argued, we never fussed, we never had, and me and you ain't never been there. You know what I'm saying? Never. That's and good. So for you to be that for me, when I saw that with you and Nadia, no, I'm saying, like, for real. But for that, I'm always say that. And that's real, because at the end of the day, you better find you a solid one. Because people out here, I know my book wouldn't have been produced if it wasn't for Katrice Johnson. My stuff wouldn't have been done because I Am Ruth gave me a platform, gave me a place to say, Shenita, chill out. You speaking and preaching to everybody else. I'm telling you, when Tanika got pregnant, that rang the alarm for me. Because I thought my kids was good. Like, they was with me, but they weren't with me. So they saying they was with me, right? But they were with me physically, but spiritually they wasn't there. Mm-mm. And I had to eat that bullet, right? Because they say, Mom, you talking. I thought they were good until Tanika got pregnant. And I realized that I was running around speaking into everybody else while my kids were physically there, but mentally and spiritually, they were not there. Physically and naturally, they were there because I ain't never leave my kids behind. They were there unless they wanted to be left behind. Let me say that. Because a lot of times they want to be at their grandma's house. Hey, go ahead. You grew up with me with them.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you, sis, because there's these moments where we can have these moments. And we can go back and laugh and we can agree to disagree because we're not always going to agree. And I said the other night, parents are not always right.
Right.
We're not always right.
So I got some questions.
Go ahead. Come on with the questions.
Okay. So you both had like your challenges, though it was different. Mm-hmm. Your challenge was feeling as though like your mom. Well, actually, for both of you, you both mentioned how like lack of attention or time impacted you both, mm-hmm. just at different times. So how did you get beyond that point? For you, it was as a child knowing. So this whole oldest child syndrome, it must be a thing because my daughter said the same thing and just got to put that out there. But yeah, and as parents, we really don't mean to put that weight on the oldest child, but I guess just to kind of prepare or just to have like tough conversations, just in case. But so you both shared how you both had challenges. So at what point with the challenge that you mentioned was the turning point in your relationship with your mom?
Mine was not until I actually came back from Texas. That was 5 years ago. Me and my mom did not. I feel like after I left, before I left, it was still a little rocky, you know. That was because I was just into like myself. Like I didn't want to be bothered with a lot of stuff. I literally had a home, rarely stayed in that home because I was just out and about. Like I just couldn't sit still. But when I left, it was hard because we didn't talk like that. And I had my first child. And it was hard because my pride was one thing. I watched her with Leah and Lauren. Mm-hmm. So when my first child came, and this, like I said, stated in the beginning, I chose to go to Texas. Nobody made me go. I decided to go just because I felt like I wanted to just at the time, Rocky Mount was just too little. I feel like I did not, in my career, I wanted to go beyond education and such. So, yeah, when my child came, I wanted her there. But then she had other things going on. They just had, the shop, the salon. That was a big thing for her as well. And it was hard going through that point because I'm like, darn, I watched her like help her with her baby, and she came maybe I think you stayed for a week in February, and then she had to leave. Yeah. And it was like, it's already COVID. Like nobody. I mean, that was the hardest part. My first baby being during COVID. I'm in a whole different state. I literally maneuvered a lot of things by myself, from finding a great OBGYN, finding someone who I felt, as we know, as Black women, when it comes to our health, they always we don't get the best care. And I was adamant about wanting that for my first child. And then not having support. My grandma came. She's like, she's always going to be there, but it's different where's my mom? I want her here. And when she did come, she only stayed for a little bit. And I was up to here with a lot of stuff because postpartum. Mm-hmm. Then I am, studying for my certification there in Texas. And that night, I think she came in or something in my room. And I studied in my closet because the crib was there. And as a mom, anything, I need to check every 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds that you breathing. So I'm literally in my closet and I have the light on, trying not to, wake her up. And I'm crying and studying because I'm like, oh my gosh, I need help. I'm sleep deprived. And for a first time mom, it's just like you think you got to do it by yourself. And I was doing it by myself. And when she left, I was like, I'm trying not to cry. She left. I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? And it didn't take for me to come back home to realize our relationship. Like, I had to put my pride aside and stop being selfish and accept her where she was, because I didn't at first. 'Cause I thought all this, oh, you want to get into ministry now, you want to have a salon, like you're just blowing smoke at this point. Because growing up with my mom, I'm right now, like, she has so many ideas, and it's like, Mom, slow down, hold on.
She will call you in the morning like, Mom, what? When you think it is? Like we need to get through the first 2 weeks.
David, oh God, okay.
So to hear all these things, and she got her hands and this and the third, I had to realize, like, okay, she's moving. She's not the same Shenita she was when she was out here doing all these things, and then we, we're with grandma, and she decides to be here. And then I had to look at it as like, you're a mom now, and I kind of had to sit down and understood why she did the things she did, and it was because she was doing the best she know how, and it was because she was doing what she only knew or was trying to figure out herself. So being a mom changed that for me, and now I feel like our relationship, oh my God, so much better, because I was the type, I don't want to hear nothing you have to say, because look how you were as a mom. Why should I take your advice? Not understanding her advice is what's getting me through right now. I have 2 little ones, and like I said, coming back home mended our relationship, because being in Texas didn't help one bit, because I felt resentment. Like, how can you be there for her and her children, and you're not here and not understanding? Shane, you 18 hours away driving. Yeah, they can hop on a plane, but that's expensive.
Yeah.
I rarely, out of the whole year, I probably came back home one time.
Yeah.
One time, because those plane tickets was not to play with, but came back home and we mended our relationship. Like, I could take her advice now and not blow up.
Yeah.
And take it in and be like, yeah, Mom, you're right. I had to, my pride was one of those reasons. Like, I don't want to hear anything you got to say, but
I'm so proud of you, girl.
Yeah.
You're my one for today. Oh, go ahead.
All right. But that's where we changed that. Yeah.
Oh, man.
10?
I wouldn't even say we kind of changed, because we like off and on sometimes, but she know, like, we there, because she, from 17, she just structured me and taught me things that I needed to know. So it won't know, like, I'm done, like, yeah, you over there for, it's just like a normal daughter, like, I'm mad at you for a couple minutes, and then we can go back and talk and figure it out. But Shan didn't understand at that time. I'm 17. You in your 20s, you done got, you strong-minded, you got yourself together, and in that standpoint, I needed her to the point where I don't know how to navigate this. Like, I checked out a couple of times. Like, I wanted to end everything. You didn't see that side. You didn't know too much of that. So it wasn't like
we didn't bother you in college.
Yeah.
But this where sometimes I be feeling like I don't like being the last person to know anything. Because, again, I wouldn't say you put me, but I'm the oldest, remember? Mm-hmm. Why am I the last person to know anything? How am I supposed to, quote, prepare and help the others? Well, I'm the last to know, so it kind of bothered me. Yeah, in college, they didn't bother me. But then they're not understanding. I'm being told stuff at the end, and now it's like, well, did y'all even think of me? Like, how am I don't think that's right. I think we still should be I still should have been a part of the conversation and not the last person, because I'm in school. That's not fair.
Well, now you're a part of all the conversations.
Oh, yeah. And I love it. I think that was what was bothering me. I was like, I felt separated. Mm-hmm. Like, wait a minute.
Because she used to get mad at me for no reason.
Not to pick like a favor type of thing, but it was like, God knows, why is she knowing everything? And I don't think people understand it's twins.
I feel like my mama favor you. Let's go there.
No.
That's
what I get there.
Okay, I'm over that now.
Okay,
that's
right.
My friend had to reel me back in.
But I say that because as twins, people, they literally think we do everything together. So I'm looking at like, y'all think we do it? Tell me together. Like,
but you would get mad at me for no reason, to a point where, like, it wasn't that I wanted mama all the
I heard
time.
Silk
Like,
Shocker. It ain't my fault.
nigga, like it was not
No.
the situation at hand. She just needed to
Yeah.
put. You
I
know,
get
I
it.
needed it more. Okay.
Well, I get it.
Yeah.
At the time, I was angry about it. Now I get it. Yeah.
I'm glad you let pride go.
That's a big thing with me. Yeah, my pride I can self sabotage myself in a lot of ways.
We said that last Sunday. Like we can get in our own way
We
sometimes.
can.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and I said it that Sunday. That was the last time I said, "All right, big dog, you take over. I'm gonna sit in the back seat and let God just really like do what He need to do." And I feel like as human, like we really sabotage a lot of things when it don't even have to be that way.
Because God left it this morning. He said, "Don't tamper with my evidence." Like He had to get me. Like his kids, his daughters, his sons is his evidence.
Yeah.
And so y'all don't pull me there no more. We're gonna be having we gonna come up here and bring your sister. We're gonna have all three of you. When we reel her in, we're gonna have that conversation. Because guy had to tell me, "Don't tamper with my evidence." I'm like, "God, you better get your evidence."
Yeah.
But before I ask this next question, sis, you got anything else you wanna
Go ahead.
say? Whatever you want.
Go ahead.
It was a time in your life where, and I know it hurt y'all the most. Let's speak on that day. That really changed. That really
Yeah.
made you mad.
Yeah. Very much so. I know what you're talking about. I do it.
If you could tell a young man, young boy, young girl on today your experience with that, because now it just made us a better person, but you understand now why I did what I did, but at the time it was so and I'm talking about when y'all saw me I got locked up.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I thought my mom was untouchable. Like, what are you? Her? That girl? No way. No way. Like,
That's
you see
Shenita.
these things on TV, right? We did not have any friends that ever had experienced this. We're in a small country school, Phyllis Middle School. We didn't hang around people that, kids that went through that or anything. So, and we were considered popular.
Yeah.
I feel like just because we were twins. And we
That's
played
the only
basketball,
reason. Yeah.
because there was more cool people I felt like was in our class or whatever. So, I remember we were leaving Chili's.
Yeah. No, it was Applebee's.
Applebee's, that's
'Cause
right.
we had
After
got
our
the
summer,
necklace.
Y'all got what?
Mama
we got our
promised us
basketball,
our basketball necklace.
This was trendy at the time. You had that basketball with the hoop, and then you
Got
had
the
the hoop
earrings.
Like,
and
we
then
went
you
to
got the ring. Yeah,
we had we went to the mall, got that, went to Applebee's, ate because this was
7th grade.
after the little
Graduation.
celebration thing you have at school, and we driving, and we got home.
Nah, y'all had done left.
No, it was at a gas station.
I was by myself.
Yeah, mom was by herself. No, and then we had to end up coming back over to the house. That's what it was.
Okay.
And
grandma car then.
yes, so we get into the house, and this. All I can remember is I think my grandma she fell over the couch or something.
It ain't funny, but
She did. She was like, "Oh Lord!" And we can laugh about it now, but at the time it was
I'm
like,
glad she had a heart attack.
what in the world?
going
But to
on?
see your mom, we're not understanding what's going on. We didn't hit us until we get to my Aunt Tiny's house. But to see your mom in the back of a police
Oh,
car.
girl, they put me in the front seat.
Handcuffs.
I thought it was bad.
I
Okay.
seen
Handcuffs,
handcuffs.
yeah.
See, that's the part that I want to share because he put me in the front seat, but he didn't walk me out with handcuffs because he didn't want y'all to see me
that,
with
yeah.
handcuffs. But when he put me in the front seat, he
Then
had
we
to put the
can't.
handcuffs on. But
Handcuffs
y'all nosy butts
Yeah.
Ran out of there. and
ran to
drove.
the car.
And it was like, like I said, we couldn't process what was going on. But to see your parent, like the one you look up to, the one you were, like, that's my mom. She would never do anything like that. It made me mad because it's like, why? Once we figured out what was going on, why would you do that? You have beautiful girls, and you're trying to set this example, but how are we supposed to now follow you? And you're doing stuff like this. So I remember we get to my Aunt Tiny's house. I think my Aunt Tiny was like, y'all need to talk to her. I didn't didn't want to talk to her. I think she was on the phone or something. Like, do y'all want to go see? No. I don't want to see her. I don't want to talk to her because I'm disappointed. Because your choices at that time, we felt like you didn't have to do that. What are you doing? Like, but then as you get older, you understand.
Okay,
like in a way, you understand. Like, okay, Mama did what
she had to do
in a sense. But at that time, it was like it was a big disappointment. So from there on, I'm looking at her like I said, it went to a point like I don't want to hear no advice from you. I don't want to hear anything from you regarding how we should be living or should be doing things the right way, because you couldn't even do that. And it got to a point where I got closer with my grandma. So I feel like me and my grandma always had a good bond, but it was like, that's my mama.
She favors her.
That's my mom.
That was mama. Big mom.
Just because my mom did some things that I'm like, they don't sit well with me. So let me go to, like, my grandma. I'm watching her. I took a lot of her things, and I look at it as like she put me in a path to where I wanted to be like a teacher, going to get my special education degree because she did SPED, and watching her, school was her thing, and so it drove me and my grandma to have a better bond connection. Like that was my mama. That's my mama. So yeah.
That's our mama. It's okay.
I think that day we kind of vowed, me and Shenita told, like, we would never, ever, ever being, not the, we didn't know then. It was like, we ain't never be like mama. Yeah. Like, no. We never make those decisions. We never, we vow, like, ever. Even when we had kids, we never put them in situations like that.
So from then to now, y'all vowed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's be real.
Yeah.
Y'all put y'all kids in them situations.
Not that
particular situation.
But there's some stuff that, like,
I'm not proud of what I did in front of
Lauren
my
and
child,
stuff.
Yeah. That's why I said I've made some decisions I'm not proud of that I did. But it was just,
I feel like as kids, you're so hard on your parents without understanding.
Then you start doing this,
and realizing why they did the things that they do until you actually become that parent and have to now figure out and maneuver your way just like they did. So I apologize to my mom a few times. Like, Mom, sorry.
Brother sit over there like,
I'm sorry. I get it. I can't judge her. You get older, you realize you cannot judge your parents
because they were learning too.
I can't judge
like, they
them.
shoot, I had to do what I had to do to put some food on the table, son. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know them people was out there was gonna snitch on me. Snitches get stitches. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't my fault, man. Like, hey, but I said I was gonna get out the game. I got out the game, but then people they did what they did. So honestly, I feel what you feel, because I even said I was 30 when that happened. Mind you, we 18, 19, 20. Me and Gino, shouts out to my baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? We doing what we do, right, for them years, and then we split or whatever. So then I come to with somebody else, and I get you, because I shouldn't have. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But life happens. It won't me, other people, jealousy and all that good stuff. But I'm still here to live to tell the story. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't regret nothing I went through. I spoke Thursday at Phyllis, and I said, this is my first time since y'all 8th grade graduation that I was back in that auditorium. God was able to speak to those kids. Because of that drug charge, I was not able to get back in school, but because of the favor of God, I'm back at a school where I once stood with me, Mama Rosalind Key. Shouts out to Mama Rosalind. Shouts out to my girl, Imani Shakela Key. Rest in peace, baby. I love you, miss you. You would be right here on this set with us if you were still living. But shouts out to Mama Rosalind Key. She stood with me 8th grade graduation, because I thought I was going to be locked up for 6.5 years or 6.5 months. But I was able with my kids' graduation, and I stood and shouted, because what the enemy meant for my bad, God turned around for my good. So even in that, it's a testimony. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm grateful for that, because now I went back with Lauren. She's sitting there with my 13-year-old who taught me how to love again. We share a child, y'all. But
literally,
I get no.
And see, that's why I ain't mad, because you said my mama is your mama. You grew up with her.
Yeah,
like Lauren grew up with me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
tell anybody, I give my mama credit, because when I say it was a hard thing to maneuver, try to be come in as a young adult, trying to be a young mom. So I tell anybody, mama raised Lauren for a couple of years. She did.
Oh yeah, we got about 5 more minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
So we gonna sis, you got some more questions? Come on. We're gonna let them wrap it up or where they at. We got to do a part 2 with my girls, y'all. Stay tuned for the episodes. I don't know, them Scott girls, we might have our own little episode or whatever. Stay tuned for them Scott girls. We got so much to unpack, y'all, because they done been through a lot with me, boy. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, 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 woo.
Wait, your mama's a character, you know.
Hey, y'all said I was fun. Y'all glad I'm back to the fun.
I love this. I ain't lying.
I'm doing Bible study with your kid. You know, I was teaching them their ABCs. So Leah called me, Grandma, when we gonna do this? When we gonna do that? You know, and I just say thank y'all for my grandkids, man. Like literally, I'm grateful for my grandkids. Like being made a grandma at the age of 34, not thinking that I would make it to live past 34.
Baby, you was 34.
Yeah. I was 34. And I was scared to turn 34 because my aunt passed at 34 with liver cancer and breast cancer. And
Right.
I found out I had liver disease and all that good stuff around the same time, age in my late 20s, that she found out she had this. And so to become a grandma at age 34, it was good.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful. But, you know, from then to now, them Scott girls, you know, we got to have part 2. But sis, is there any closing questions that you want to ask the young ladies?
So we talked about then, now. So if you could just like reflection of where you were then and where you are now, like what is your biggest lesson that you've learned from where you were to where you are now?
Good question. The word that keeps playing in my head is grace.
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 I was thinking grace earlier.
Grace, because of the things that I've seen my mom go through. Now that I'm 31, and baby, the last 5 years has been something. Yeah, the other day, another time.
Yeah, we gotta bring you back on
that
that.
word keeps playing in my head is grace. Grace. I have to give myself grace. I have to go back and give my mom grace. So some things we did not like. Some things at the time, like as a child, I'm like, why? You know, but I had to grow up, and I'm grown now, and I've gone through some challenges myself. And that's just that one word, grace. You gotta,
I agree.
give yourself grace. Give the people that you know, that's gone through some things themselves grace.
I say that all the time. Yeah. So I always say something, grace, and for me, resilience, because
I like that.
with me, I bounce back from a lot of things. And God be blowing my mind a little bit, because I be thinking I'm at like, I'm stuck. I don't know. And he lets me know every time my resilience, grace, and then just the connection, the divine connections around me, the great people, intentions gets me through, and I just keep going every time. And then it's like you got your mama over there. That's the praying warrior. Like she gonna pray.
Yes.
She gonna make sure. And I love that about her. I love just her being in her
What you call it? Element.
yes. Been her element. Because then this brings the goodness out of me.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Oh, growth.
Growth.
Yeah. And while we're sitting here, I want to give you
Your flowers.
growing. Because like I said, y'all, there's times I'm like, Mom, please no. Stop.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that. But no, for her to grow, it makes me want to, like, when she talks about her things that she wants to do in the future,
You can put it in the atmosphere.
her school or having this home to help the community. I'm like, I know me personally, I'm not ready to actually buy a home, but I want to invest in that. And so, which I said, well, Monkey asked Miss Katrice to look at these homes, and and we went to go see one of them. And I was like, Mom, hold on, we're going to have to go pick out something else, because, that was a little sketchy, but I know for a fact, moving forward, like, I love her vision. And at the time as kids, we couldn't understand it. Like, what she trying to do is just too much. And now that we see that her vision is there, and it's like, she putting it together, I'm like, I'm all in for that. Yeah.
I'm very proud, regardless, even with the salon.
5
That was
years.
growth
5 years.
Now it's like, okay, we back to the drawing board. What we about to do next?
Yeah.
Like that was
Fun to see.
exactly, and then to just see you thrive in that moment. And don't get me wrong, everybody got their hiccups.
Yeah.
Everybody got to go through their process, and this right here is just like another. All right, what's the next level?
I don't even really look at it as a hiccup. I look at it as it was staged by God because, again, if He wouldn't have never pulled me out of that, I'd probably still be there, and the school wouldn't be coming, the housing wouldn't be coming, and all this other stuff wouldn't be coming because it's elevation. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that knows me, I love what I do.
Yeah.
I love my little wisdom clients. You know what I'm saying? And Lincoln's got a lot of these hands to do it. I always have a room and a space to do that with them, in the timing. But you know, the time is now. I'm proud of you because I remember 5 years ago.
She didn't want her.
I remember 5 years ago when I asked y'all, and I'm gonna say this and we're gonna wrap it up, right? But I remember 5 years ago when I asked my girls, y'all, my credit was toe up from the flow up. You know what I'm saying? And I knew I had just got denied disability for the third time in September 2019. And 2020 came in and God woke me up and I said, God, what's next? He said, it's in your hands. He said, go back to your first love. Well, my first love is doing hair. So a building that I had looked at 12, 13 years prior, I went to the drawing board. And I'm like, listen, I ain't got no money. I ain't got this and that. Y'all got the credit. I don't know where the money gonna come from, but we gonna do whoop, whoop, whoop. We gonna do what we do. So I asked this joker, can she sign for me to?
She was not.
I asked this joker, cause she co-signed for me to get the building, because they know my name couldn't go on it.
No man.
Her grandma, her mama. Don't you do that, Ma. I love you. Okay, this is a joke. All right,
Yes,
it's
mama.
joking, Ma. Don't take it to heart. You know what I'm saying?
Better not get no phone
We
call.
we in good spirits, Dottie, man. If you listening, okay? But this is me. You know I'm real talk with Shenita. I had to put a disclaimer out there. Don't do it, because I signed for her to get a car. It was about 20 years ago, y'all. And she had to let that car go back. She tell her this 20 years later, man, give me some grace. You know what I'm saying? But, y'all, somehow, some way, the grace of God, she ended up signing, and here we are 5 years later. Healthy Hair, Restoration Salon is still thriving. We might not be in that building, but we still thriving, and we still doing what we do, and we on to the next. Listen, come on, y'all. Legacy ESK, we coming out. We coming for you. We coming for you. I ain't gonna put the rest of the name out there, you know, but we coming for you. So, I'm just grateful, man. Thank y'all. I'm proud of you, though. Tanika, you know, I'm always proud of y'all.
I am very like happy at this moment
my
because
gosh.
You needed this.
Yeah,
You needed this. And this is just the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This just the beginning of us, what the vision was
that's
that
your
God
element
showed
too.
us.
You made it so natural.
Yeah.
Really? Did I?
Yeah, you really did.
You did make it.
You my seed, dog. What you thought?
No, because I'm not, like I was telling 10, you say the word transparency all the time, and I'm like, yeah, to an extent, because why they need to know, you know? But then 10 had to reel me out. Was like, there's someone out
That
there who needs to hear this
Yeah.
because they may be going through it too, or have gone through it, and you know, to hear it from someone else. Like we always say, as parents, you make it hear from somebody else and understand
And
it
you
compared
can-
to me.
yeah.
Or you. So no, yeah, it's new. Yeah, but
Get used to it. Them Scott girls coming to a city state near you. We about to be on the 7-city tour with Katrice, Jay, How I Got Over. This ain't y'all first time speaking, though, because Katrice
No.
had y'all on the
Yeah.
stage. And How I Got
NYC,
Over.
yeah.
Yeah, so listen, y'all, we ain't new to this. We true to this, baby. Listen, you heard it first here on the talk show, on the Tilly talk show with your girl, Real Talk with Shenita and her story with
Katrice, you gotta just say my name.
she can say her name, y'all. Y'all got your Danny and your Honor in here. Y'all got Gail and what's her name? Darn, Oprah in the building, y'all. So listen, y'all, with Brother Fonte Lounge, y'all. Listen, thank you so much to Shanika Dashay,
Thank y'all for
Tanika
having
Lil
us.
Shay, Baby A, Baby B.
Comments or questions?
Oh, we got any comments, questions out there? Any comments or questions in the land?
What's looking like over there?
Okay,
You got a lot going on over
Yeah.
there. You have to go back and respond.
I don't think they follow instructions
What's
to go to
right
the
there,
YouTube
though?
page.
somebody put something. Okay. You got glasses
Glass
on.
on,
You
can you read it?
Maybe no comment.
Oh,
Okay.
Riri.
I'm the youngest, and I feel like that. Like feel like you the
Youngest.
Talking
What?
to you. That's your question.
Oh,
I mean, not question, but statement.
Yes, I do.
I'm the youngest,
Listen,
and I feel like that. Oh, maybe that her parent, maybe that she's taking on the older role.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
be yours.
Okay, and it can be vice versa. Yeah, the youngest take over because I mean, you know, your siblings might not have that, or your parents may not think your siblings had that capacity like you have to, you know, maneuver through things. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Not
because
the
I'm
only-
the youngest, but I'm the oldest. Now, let me stop because my brother might be watching.
Hey, I'm the same way. I be calling my brother big little brother.
Yep.
Hey, Patricia. Patricia
There you
Whitehead is
go.
watching.
My twins.
Hey,
Hey,
fam.
Love
Say
you
my
too.
twins. Love you. Look, Des didn't follow the instructions. She'll be on my live. I can't see what she's talking about, though.
Oh,
What's her
yeah, she
Des?
gotta be on the
Yeah, you too. Yeah.
Yeah.
On his Facebook. Uh-huh.
Got it.
What up, Biggie Biggs? What up, Sonny
What's up, bro?
Biggs?
Hey.
You got 2 more people to get in on your show, the Uncle Sonny
Yes.
Biggs show. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that would be dope to hear other questions or from
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah.
Uncle Sonny Biggs, I'm their manager.
Yeah.
Get them in on your show. You know what I'm saying? Contact me. You want the twins on your show for a small fee, son. I'm the manager.
Oh, man.
I'm the momager for the twins, you
Y'all
know?
got her started.
Lord, y'all done got her going with some ideas now.
Hey, y'all already know me, Katrice. Hey, like, sis. Hey, bro.
Cool.
This was good, though.
Yeah,
it was.
We thank y'all. Thank y'all so very much. Thank y'all, Facebook, our YouTube family and friends for always watching. Listen, y'all, continue to stay tuned. We got great and mighty things coming up, y'all. Next up, coming in the building, we got my niece coming on the show. Listen, I get to cook. I get to put my sis in the hot spot. We got I want to say Nadia. We got Janaya coming up on the show in 2 weeks. So listen, we doing vice versa over here. Maybe she get both her daughters. I don't know. We gonna see.
Probably not.
She said probably not. Nadia like I ain't gonna do it. But listen, y'all, real talk with Shenita, her story, his story with Katrice. Y'all, listen, we in season 2. This is episode 3. Listen, we got the girls none other than Shanika and Tanika. Shantan as Kayla called them. The twins with the master plan, y'all. Listen, they teenage, a product of a teenage mom, y'all. Listen, they shared partial of their story here on today. Stay tuned, y'all. We gonna bring them back for part 2, y'all. We don't know. Like I said, y'all stay tuned for them Scott Girls YouTube, them Scott Girls TikTok page. Cause we gonna let y'all in our house.
Yeah.
Real talk. We about to let y'all in. I don't know what y'all gonna be seeing, but good God Almighty. Get ready to be embraced, cause that baby girl of mine, woo. We said woo at the same time.
It's like that.
All right. Again, y'all, thank y'all so very much for tuning in. It's been real talk with Shenita and her story with.
Katrice.
And we signing off with your favorite twins. Woo, 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 woo. Yay. And we out.
Yeah, we out.